Now we are going to look at how to use lists and loops to make our chatbots even more interesting. So what I want to do is the following. Let us try to create a chatbot with, say, random opening and closing lines. Okay. Now to do that, we need to have some variation in what the opening and closing lines are going to be, and we need to know how to select random elements. So let me show you first how to get random elements. If we use NumPy, numerical Python, import NumPy as in P, then there's an option called np.random.choice. And choice allows you to randomly choose something from a list. So in this case, if we have a list of, like, say, yes and no, and we run it, shift enter, I get yes. Okay. And it's worth, I think, right, you doing it multiple times to ensure that there is variation, that it's not predictable, right? There you go. Okay, so it seems to be working as expected, right? So now we can pick the opening and closing lines. And keep that up there as an example. And let's try opening. And, we could try some different greetings, say, Guten Tag, Shalom, Ciao, Namaste, and how, Hola, hi. Okay, and we could choose them randomly. The point is less how many greetings can Mr. White come up with. The point is more like let's get a list up there that we can randomly choose from. And now if I want to switch this just to show you in prandom.choice, instead of like yes or no, we can now randomly choose from the list opening. Now it says opening is not defined. Oh, do you guys see the error here? Kind of fun. Can you get it? Okay. One strategy, by the way, to correcting errors, look at the red line and see does something jump out at you. Now it says, by the way, last line, I always look at the error last line. Opening is not defined. I thought, well, often it's because it's misspelled. You spell it differently. So I go up. Now it's spelled correctly. But then I see it's not, there's no equal sign. Okay. See, when you get used to coding, you get used to kind of, oh, something should be there that was missing. So it needs the equal sign. So let's try this again. And then I get Guten Tag. Interesting that it's the first one in the list, right? But it doesn't feel random. Oh my gosh, is it going in order? No, right? It should be random. Okay. Anyway, so that's how we can get a random opening. The closing line, maybe, again, we could pick different closures. I'll just stick with English this time. I don't know closures in multiple languages. Have a beautiful day. And then, you have to think about too, if it's the closure, maybe I want a period there. And then what else could we say? And do keep in mind as well with list, if like you can go one at a time like this, that's fairly standard. I'll just be consistent since the other one is across. I'll go across. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for the conversation. Convo for short, you could say. And I'll just do one more for now. But I encourage you all when you're doing it to really, try to make these robust. Add a lot. See you next time. All right. So I've got opening and closing, right? Now, okay, so here's the idea. You really have to think about the ordering of things, right? I could define, say, the greeting here. But if the function comes after it, okay, what I mean is this. We're going to make a quick little function. So def, we'll call this, I don't know. I was thinking it could be, we'll have, whatever, random chatbot. I don't like that name. We'll come up with something better. Sometimes you just pick a name and then you can go back and something better will come up. And then, start to define the function. Well, if greeting is defined way up there and you run the chatbot multiple times, it's not going to change. Now, in this case, it may, because you would be resetting this. But my point is this. It's better to have that inside of the function. Okay? That's my point. Because then when you run it, see, it's going to like reset inside the function. Right? That's the thing about where the ordering really does matter when you're coding. Okay, so that's my greeting, and say the closure is np.random.choice. Closing. Now we also want to have a quick little conversation with someone. So how about this one? I'm going to print to input, call it feeling. How are you feeling today? Now, the user could respond anything. So the idea here would be to, because there's so many possibilities, we're just going to we could create another list, frankly, and like reply kind of randomly, but it includes like the feeling in it. Okay. By the way, I'm assigning that to the string. I'm meaning to assign it to the input because I want to get that question from the user. If you ran that, you would notice, because you'd say, oh, like there's no, no option for the user to say anything. So you can go back and look and say, oh, I'm missing input. Okay, so how are you feeling today? It's stored as a feeling. And I mean, simply put, you could just respond with the closure, right? But first we actually want the opener. So we're going to print the greeting. Note I did not include like the period there for the greeting. So I think what I'll do is f string, put the greeting in brackets, and then include, see, it's still red, don't panic. It just doesn't have the other quote yet. And then an exclamation mark. Okay, so I got a greeting. I think I'm gonna do a new line also, get the greeting on its own line. Then get the input from the user. Then say something that includes, I like that, say something that includes feeling. So how about print, well, another f string. I see that you are feeling whatever the feeling is. Okay. And then I'm going to print out one more piece, get a new line again. I think it's always good if each phrase is on a new line. \n, the escape character in means new line. Try tickling a kitten. Seems like you could do that no matter what you're feeling. Okay. And then another new line, print the closer. Okay. Let's see if it works. It's a lot of code. The more code you write, the more likely it is to make mistakes. So I press Shift Enter here. And no errors. That's a good sign. So now I want to call it. I call it the random chatbot. I almost want to change. Let's change the name of it. How about the kitten chatbot? That's its main line. So kitten chatbot, Shift Enter, and then how? How are you feeling today? Now note that it did a new line, like there's a space in between. So if I go back up, like, yeah, so I guess input does a new line on its own, so we don't need that one. I'm going to take it out. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling on top of the world. Return. I see that you're feeling on top of the world. Try tickling naked, and thanks for the convo. Kind of funny, right? See, if you can find little funny lines like try tickling a kitten, I like thanks for the convo too. It's better than I think most of the others. So I do want to, again, so is it after, where else? Try tickling a kitten. If I look before that, there's an extra space. So interesting. Oh, because it's print. Print always gets you a new one for free. Okay. So I think that clears it up. Try it one more time. Rerun the function. Ciao, how are you feeling today? Supercalifragilistic. Kid, have a beautiful day. Yeah. I think thanks for the convo has a nicer ring to it. And this is the thing, right? You try it out, you make some adjustments. And one other piece, okay, I don't want to go on any longer, but you all are going to try these on your own, okay? You're going to design your own. You're going to make it more robust. This piece right here, try tickling a kitten. What I want you to do is this. Write your own chatbot. And then make the main line random. So in this case, it was, so you could do something like this. Main equals list, try tickling a kitten. And then you could put something else in, if this, and pick your own theme, okay? But if you wanted a kitten theme, what's another good one? You just make a kitty noise. Okay. So there's two, and I want you to expand that, okay? So have fun with this. Chatbots are designed to be fun. Write your own chatbot. Enjoy.